Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I wish I could actually have you answer back and hear what you have to say about how your lives have been, but feel free to get in touch with me. I miss you all. So I don't have a ton of new information in terms of like new information for the seniors, but I know for other grades, because it's a little bit different for them, there's more movement of thoughts and actions taking place, but because of the complexity of your end of the senior year, where you're all planning on going on internships, and there's just a complexity of your schedule, it's made it so there's still a lot of unknowns for all of us right now. So we're doing our best. I'm hoping that by the end of this week, there's going to be a lot more information for you guys and that we have more updates. I'm going to try to update like every Monday just as part of a standard schedule so that you can kind of know when to expect that I'll be reaching out to you. I might do it in addition to that, but hopefully I'll be doing it each Monday. And again, maybe by the end of this week, we'll have a little bit more information and know some more specifics of how we're moving forward. But with that being said, I know that you will need to hand in your script and your visual at some point. So it's going to be online. It was going to be online when we were in typical school anyway, so that's no different than it would be now. I'm still not giving you a date that you have to do that by, so your final draft of your script and your visual, but it's going to be pretty soon. It's going to be within the next couple weeks. The reason that I'm not giving you a date for it yet is because I'm still kind of holding off, hoping that we're going to at least come back to school for a little bit and you guys will actually get to do your capstones in person rather than recording them and sending them to me. But if it comes to that, that's what you can expect as the plan. I'll have your scripts and visuals due at some point, and then your final drafts. And then you will actually record yourself doing your TED Talk and sending it to me. But that's only if we are really not going to have any more time at school. I'm still holding out hope that we're going to come back and that I'll see you all again in class. So just work on finishing your script, your final script and your visual. Those should be pretty close to done. You were really close to being done anyways, so it shouldn't be a ton of work regardless. It should not take more than a couple hours of editing and reading through it and things. But get those done. Just be done with it so you don't have to worry about it anymore and you can move on to other things and having more time for yourself. For the time being, I'm just asking that you continue reading and journaling. So still do the weekly journals. I'm posting one prompt down below. It's going to be in the comments of this, or it's going to be I'll post a link in the email that I'm sending. And just use this time to get to know yourself a little bit better, learn more about your identity, figure out who you are, figure out who your family is, really close personal time like this where you are spending a ton more time with people than you had in the past is it can get frustrating, but it's also a really cool opportunity to learn more about other people and yourself. And for a bunch of you who are planning to go to college next year, you're about to most likely get stuck in a room with someone that you've never met before, and they might be wildly different than you. They might be really similar, but either way, it's a huge steep learning curve to get a new roommate like that. So it's kind of cool to reflect on yourself and think about who you are, think about who the people are around you, how you got to be the way you are, all of that stuff. For makeup work, I know there's still people who owe me assignments from before, or they're working on making things up if they were out or anything like that. If that is the case for you, just continue sending me the work. Email me and let me know. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me. And so by the end of this week, I'm going to have your grades will be fully updated. So they will be updated to the point of when we came or when we stopped coming to school. So you can go on there, and if at that point, once your grades are updated, if you're failing or if you have a D in the class, I'm going to be reaching out to you and likely your parents just individually so that we can all get on the same page and we can figure out how to move you out of a failing or a D range, back up to a better grade so that it's not so detrimental. And so just expect that coming if you are in that range. So this week still that we're in right now, it's March 30th to April 3rd, is the last like enrichment week that we're doing. So I'm sending you some activities and things that I think you might think are cool, and I'm asking that you at least take a look at and take a part in if you want. So basically, I'm adding on from last week, I asked you to listen to the podcast Lore. I stand by that. I think it's really good. If you happen to listen to the more recent ones, I'm going through them from the oldest, so from the episode 1, the first episode that he ever made, to the newer ones. So if you're listening from the newer to the older, or if you're just doing scattered ones and you find one that you really like or it applied to our class or something, definitely let me know. I love hearing about them. In addition to that, I'm going to put the journal prompt on there. I'll link it. I'll put it in the email, and I'll also put it on the agenda board and Schoology. I'll give you an update about that in a second. So you can use this journal prompt for one of your weekly journals if you want. If you don't want, that's fine. You can write about something else. But still expect, if we do come back to school, I'm still going to expect those journals for each week that we've been gone. So keep up on them. You don't want to have to do them all the night before. That would be a lot. Too much to do. And lastly, I'm just going to try to uniformly use Schoology now. So I know I've gotten a lot of feedback about Schoology, about maybe the shortcomings or the problems that people have had with it. And so being mindful of that, I'm still going to send all of these updates in email. I'm still going to be posting this video and all future updates to my YouTube page so that you can always go and get them no matter where you are. If you're not logged into Schoology or whatever, you can always access them just by looking at my name on YouTube, so you can get those. But they're also going to be in Schoology. So in the Schoology updates, I just put a couple of them in there. So it's going to go from oldest to newest. And every time that I update you now, I'll try to do in all of these places at the same time so that you have everything all in one place. There is definitely something to Schoology where you can go and access all of the updates, the emails that I've sent, the videos that I've posted, the agenda board is on there. It is helpful to have everything all in one place like that. So I'm going to go back to updating the agenda board too. Just I'll put pretty much, it's going to be the same information on all of these places, but it's just to cover all of those fronts so that if you want to access the information, you can access it from anywhere, whichever is easiest for you. But just know that from now on, if you are looking in Schoology, it will be there. It's in the updates section. And I'll date them and see which ones. And you can go in and see which ones you needed to go to, anything like that. I think that is pretty much it for right now. Oh, and also, so I'm adding for an activity. I thought it was kind of cool. There's, I found a link, someone actually sent it to me, of these almost 500 different online courses from Ivy League schools, colleges that you can take for free right now online. So a lot of you're going off to college next year. It's kind of cool to be able to go through these courses and see what are college courses that are being offered actively in schools that are happening right now. So you can take a look through those. They break it down into a bunch of different subjects. So there's humanities and sociology and psych, and then there's business and math. There's some music, and there's things for a lot of people on there. And it's not like you have to go on and it's completely free, so you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to do the quizzes or anything. Since it's self-paced, you can go on. You could just read the readings or watch any of the videos or anything. You could engage in it as to whatever degree that you want, and then but let me know if you do any of them, if you're interested in any of them, and if any of them are good, or if any of them are really bad, let me know that too. And I think that is pretty much it for right now. Again, I wish I had more information for you, but we will soon. I feel for you all. I know it's a little confusing right now figuring out what's going on and what the end of your year is going to look like, but I'm still really hoping that I get to see you all again in class, and that we can come back, even if it's just for a couple of weeks, just come back and meet up again before you go off and start your adult lives more. But for right now, I think that's it. I hope you all stay healthy and get outside a lot and enjoy your days as much as possible. And Please let me know if you have any questions, or if you just want to update me if anything is going on in your life. Let me know. Alright, I'll talk to you soon.